Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Now, I don't know about you, but one of my most favourite treats is some chocolate. So I have made this little treat holder for one of these bars of chocolate as a little thank you gift. Nice and easy, just using a piece of 6x6 designer series paper, and this is fresh freesia, and I've stamped with polished pink, and these are two of the new Stampin' Up in colours for 2021 to 2023. You'll have noticed that I've also got the scalloped edge on there, a pretty little flower, and a thank you. So the thank you is on a tag which comes from Tailor Made Tag dies, which is a great set of 8 different sized tags with different tops on them, and you also get dies that will help you create reinforcements for the holes on those as well. So that's the one I'm going to be using. So I'll take that out just now, and then I can put that to the side. The one I'm going to make today, I'm going to use polish pink, and the scallop die comes from this Scalloped Contours set, and it also has the die for the flower. So this is a fabulous set, lovely big dies there that are really lovely detail on them. So they've got scalloped edges, and they've got various different types of stitching, etc. around about the edges on them, and there is this long scalloped edge one here that also has that stitching detail on it, which you can hopefully see from there. Really pretty die. Will be great for all sorts of things, and those contour dies come in a bundle with this colour and contour stamp set, and this is the outline stamp that I used for the flower, and this is the infill one there. And I've used this thank you for everything stamp for my sentiment, but just use the thank you on it. So I'll show you how to do that as well. As I say, we just use a piece of 6x6 designer series paper. Bring in my score, simply scored, and thought I'd lost that bit. It's not a good start. So I want to score that at 1/2 inch and 5.5 inches on one side. Turn it around and score at 1 3/4, 2 1/4, 4 inches, and 4.5 inches. And that's all the scoring you need to do. Okay, now this piece here is shorter than this piece there, so that's just 1.5 inches on that bit there, and that's the bit that I want to cut with my die. So I'm just placing that, trying to keep it straight, and you can use your grid mat for that. Okay, and I'm going to keep that in place with a bit of washi tape. I'm actually going to move it up a little bit to there. Okay, just to keep that in place, bring in my cut and emboss machine. Straighten that all up and run that through. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side just now, and whilst my cut and emboss machine is there, I'm just going to do the other bits of stamping and die cutting. So I have polished pink and fresh freesia. Oops, sorry about that. And I'm going to mix them around this time. I'm going to stamp the outline with fresh freesia, and I will stamp the sentiment with fresh freesia as well. I'll just put that to the side and I'll do this bit first, and then the infill. And to be perfectly honest, I can't remember which way around it went. I think that kind of V goes there. Does that look right? Really doesn't help when you've got a camera over. That'll do. Doesn't look so great, does it? Let's stick with the way I had it before. Which was using the darker, the polished pink for the outline. Fresh freesia to colour that in. Okay, maybe didn't ink that properly, but that will do. And then I've got the die to cut that out as well. So need another piece of washi tape. What have I done with it? Okay, the die is nice and easy to line up, so that's ready to die cut. I will show you what I did with my sentiment. Now, I am just using some low tack tape and covering up the bottom part of that sentiment, and I'm just making sure that I'm not covering up the bottom of those letters there. Okay, I'll do fresh freesia and mix it up. Okay, now you then, oh, that was close. You then have to take your tape off and just double check that you haven't got any ink where you don't want it. Put that down like so. Nice and easy, really. And then I'm going to use this die, but it's longer than I need it to be. So first of all, I'm just going to run it through like that. Don't need to run the whole thing through. And my sentiment there. That's my flower, and I've got the sentiment there. Now, what I'm going to do is try and show you. Take that tape off there. I want to take that full bit of washi tape, sorry, so we can see better. You can kind of feel when the teeth of the die have gone back into the perforations for the stitching there. You get a nice tight fit, and that's what I want to do. Just roll that back through. Obviously I could have done that through my smaller machine, but I had to use the big one for the 6x6 scalloped piece. So put that to the side. And there we have it. It does mean that you get extra little stitching bits there, but it gives you just exactly the right size that you need for putting on there. So I've got my decorations ready, and I can put my stamp pads away now and bring this piece back in. Now I just want to snip that off there. There'll be more coming off it soon anyway, but while we're at it, we'll just burnish those score lines. I did have a bone folder here. Here it is. Okay, that's those ones, and then we've just got one on either side. Okay, not a huge amount of cutting. This is the top and this is the bottom piece. So for the bottom piece, just cut straight in and chop that little square. Okay, and that's going to help us close the box. And straight in at the next one, and then I can take that little square and that rectangle, take both of them off completely. Very neat. There we are. Okay, so that was the die cut bit was the shorter bit, so these two bits are the same size, and I just want to make my little tab in the middle with that little square, chopping in like so, straight along that one and straight down those two there, and that's what you're left with. I want to put a little bit of glue on there. Okay, now this is the front. I've put glue on that little tab there, and I want to attach it to the back of this piece, the top piece. Alright, I'm just trying to get a nice right angle on there, and the same on the other side. So tuck that back, fold that round, and then press that in, so you get a nice neat edge there. Alright, I then want to put glue on the inside of these two tabs. and they're going to fold round to close the front of the box. Okay. Fold that round on top of that bit. And that means we've got nice neat edges at the front there, and all of our joins are at the back. We're not just really going to see them. Okay, so just a case of popping in that chocolate bar. Now these chocolate bars came in a multi-pack of 4. I don't know what I've hidden the rest of them from myself. So they are, wait, are these? I don't know. I think there was definitely a pack of 4, and I'm sure they were £1 for the pack of 4. Now, I'm going to add just a little bit of twine to, white baker's twine to the top of this tag. I'm not tying it onto anything, it's just a little extra bit of decoration. Just tying it in a double knot. Probably a single knot might have done. Like so. Then drop it down. I might chop it down a little bit further, but we'll just see. I now want to pop that flower up with a couple of dimensionals. And I want to put them right down the bottom. Okay. And that can sit just in the middle there. I'll just add a little glue to the back of that. And there we have it. We've got 2 little thank you gifts with a lovely little bar of chocolate inside. Perfect for my customer gifts, or just to hand to someone in a shop that's giving you great service, or now that we're actually allowed to go out for a meal in Scotland, it might be nice to give to your waitress, or something like that. Now, I forgot, I added a little bit of Link of Stella onto the flower, just for that little bit of shimmer on there. Just a nice extra little touch. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love to read a comment, and if you're new to my channel, then please do click on that subscribe button. Thank you so much. Until the next time, bye.